now, everyone gather round for a delectable ear treat from the podcast's collective Borg-like conscience of recent experiences in movies and TV shows. So pin your ears back with staples, pull your eyelids off, for a laugh as it's just audio, and sit down by the fire with a hot cup of cocoa, a beer, or a crack pipe, whatever your tipple. It's the Cultcinema Club presents What We Watched Recently.
Yay! Jeez, what?
That was a one of that was, yeah.
That was in a one of that. My God, there's no double takes.
I can't believe you mentioned a cup of cocoa.
Yeah, I know, it's a bit risque.
It's a bit risque, mate, you know what I mean?
You know what I mean? And unlike Disney, we can mention cocaine on this on this podcast. Yeah. You know what I mean? Especially crack cocaine.
Especially,
you know, Waff's favourite. You know.
Well, it's so Moorish.
It is so Moorish. It is just. Wouldn't you agree, Clive?
Oh God Almighty, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you got any more?
I'll just get some cooked up later on tonight. We'll sort it. So it's what we've been watching recently, or what we've recently been watching. We've not podcasted for a little while, so I thought
feels like ages, man.
Yeah, so I thought this would be a good one to get us back in the groove. Which, as you can see, we're already back in the groove. You know what I mean?
End.
Yeah. So it's good to be back. It's good to be back. Hello.
Uh-huh.
You remember that from the radio show this week?
Yeah, I absolutely do.
That's it. So, that was a radio show reference, and only Daz got it.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
went over my head, sorry.
Yeah,
It's
because
fine.
you don't listen to the radio show, you swines.
See, I'm a real friend.
That's it. That's it. It's too late for it.
Come
It's
to
too
the one
late
you
for
love
Wolf
most,
is in
Peter.
bed. You know what I mean?
I even got a shout out the other week.
He did, yes, he did.
When he played a Carter song, the best band in the world.
I did. I played
Did.
Cat the Unstoppable Sex Machine just for Daz.
Cheers, man.
I even went searching because my radio show, I've got to play music from TV shows, movies, or the appeared on an advert or something like that.
Any tenuous link.
Yeah. So I went looking for Carter just for Daz, and I found it had been played as a theme tune on a snooker show.
All right.
Champion of Champions snooker show.
Right.
Somewhere in the early 2000s. And I found that and I was like, there we go, I'm having that.
That's enough to get it in there. Shoehorn it in somehow.
That's it, shoehorned in. It is.
Much appreciated, mate. It's always good to hear
You know what
Carter
I
on the
mean?
radio.
So, but no, what we've been watching, recently, and this will be going out next week. So to get us back in the groove before we do the camping one.
Yeah, you want ones like this to go up pretty quickly, so it's reasonably relevant.
Because the last one we done like this never went out.
Oh, did it not?
No,
Oh, well. No one was disappointed then.
no, that's it.
It's going to become the lost episode.
It
isn't
is,
it?
it is. It is.
So,
I haven't. Do you know something? I've not even saved it. I just deleted it.
Oh, right,
Oh,
okay.
you. Well, I didn't give you permission to delete my
Well,
voice.
you know.
We floated.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, it was like
Fair enough, then,
get that swine off. No, I still might have it, so I might just take the single track
Yeah.
vocal off it and just
show up in Bob Monkhouse's shed.
that's it. Very much so.
I don't
You know
even
what I
know
mean?
what that means.
I do.
In his shed?
Yeah.
He was.
I know he kept all his jokes and stuff.
Well, no, he kept he had VHS, just hundreds of VHS videos of like there's old shows that got BBC deleted, and they got them because he had them recorded on a VHS in his shed.
And
He
his
used to do
VHS
So he had more of an archive than the BBC.
Yeah.
Fucking awesome. Like,
Oh, you
yeah.
had films and all sorts archived on cine on.
I mean, I've never heard a bad word said about him.
Bob's
That's
man,
legends.
like.
Yeah, love Bob Monkhouse.
Yeah,
in the
love
first
Bob
ever Carry On
Monkhouse.
film. So
Yeah,
story.
Carry
Was
On
he?
Sergeant.
Yeah, Carry On
Oh,
Sergeant.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Aye.
So what we've been watching recently, Carry On
Yeah.
Sergeant.
Yes. What a
Keep it
carry on there. No, I'll kick off then, as always, and I've watched shitloads, but as you can guarantee, I mean more than what I've wrote down here, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't wrote everything down.
So,
So how
I
you going to pick them?
well, I watched all 8 seasons of Psych
All right.
on Netflix, and it was fantastic.
Was it? I know it gets good. It gets good
I
reviews.
just needed something a bit light and fluffy.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you don't want to. It's not all about the serious,
No.
and sometimes you just want a bit of light and fluffy. And Psych, absolutely fantastic. 121 episodes.
Bloody hell.
So how
there's
long's
3
it, how long's
films.
it taken you?
Not long.
No.
Are they
Is
like
it
how long?
half an hour episodes?
45 minutes.
Right, okay.
An episode. You may be looking at took it. Sorry.
Have you guys heard of it?
Yeah, I've heard of it. It's on my watch list.
And it's
So what's the basic plot then?
it's about a guy who is a superb detective.
Yeah.
His dad trained him from being a kid,
Yeah.
and his dad would say to him, they'd be sitting in a restaurant, and his dad would say to him, "How many people with a hat on before you can have dessert? Don't look around." And he'd sit there and he'd be like, beanies aren't hats.
What,
Or something-
like remembering back, sort of?
Well, just remembering who's in the room and who had hats, because
Right.
that's how good his dad had trained him.
I'll tell you what, Evan
Till-
would be amazing at that. Oh, wait, no, it'd be the exact opposite of that.
Right. And to the point where he becomes he just notices little things in crime scenes.
So he's got a better eye for detail than the
But-
detectives, kind of.
Yes.
So it's a minute. It's
But he
been done a million
pretend-
times, hasn't it?
But he pretends he's a psychic.
He
Oh,
pretends to be
He
psychic.
pretends to be psychic.
what? Because it's taken more serious.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
Because if he was just somebody who went
it
up
was
and
like,
went...
that's a bizarre hunch. Why have you got that hunch?
Exactly.
But if he says he's psychic, he can sort of like,
Yeah.
I get that. That's
and-
exactly how I do it, to be honest.
I am psychic.
Oh yeah.
The lead guy,
I thought you were.
James Rodriguez, fantastic.
Is he the lead?
Aye.
Yeah.
And there's a sidekick, Burton Guster, who every time the main character, Sean, introduces him, he calls him a different name each time.
Oh, excellent.
You know what I mean? And some of them are really bizarre. It's just funny.
So is it kind of like Crime of the Week, PD?
Yeah.
A different crime each
yeah,
week?
but it's got loads of 80s references in it.
Okay.
Oh.
But there's not an
Yeah.
overarching narrative.
There is, in a way,
Yeah.
because there's a kind of will they, won't they love interest between Sean and Juliet, who's
Right.
the female copper. And they have
Yeah.
but it's a lot of back and forth banter between the coppers and Sean and Gusted. And Sean's dad's played by Corbin Bernstein, who we all know. Great actor. And it's just funny.
You'd know him.
You'd know him if you see. He was in LA Law.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Major League.
I'll bring him up.
Okay.
Major League.
Yeah, he was one of the coaches,
Major
wasn't he?
League. No, he was one of the players. And I love Major League. Major League's so much fun. All of them. I think there's 3 or 4.
I only saw
Yeah.
the first one.
They're just silly.
Is that the one with
daft
Gina Davis? Or am I,
No, that's League
no.
of Their Own.
League of Their Own. No,
Aye, that's the League of Their Own. But yeah, it's just fun. And there is a couple of there's a serial killer thing, and played by Ali Sheedy
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
from The Breakfast Club and all that. So that's what I'm saying. There's all these 80s. I think most of The Breakfast Club turn up in it somewhere.
Just as a sidebar, what do people think of those 80s brat pack?
Love them.
Yeah.
And have you watched the documentary yet?
Yeah, we got halfway through at Brats.
It's great.
Yeah.
We'll just kind of. I think we'd had a couple of beers and we were like, we're going to come back to it. We just like weren't like up for a documentary, so we put like some a bit more comedy or something.
I mean,
but
there's-
it was interesting. Like,
Molly Ringwald and Judd Nelson didn't get back to him.
yeah, right, yeah, they hadn't been on.
Oh, I
that,
watched
so-
it. I watched
Brats,
Brats, yeah.
yeah.
Great documentary.
It messed them up, didn't it?
It did.
Fame messes anybody up.
Yeah, but it
I would
was
say.
that Brat
That
Pack.
But see, I never saw it though. I always
Yeah.
thought it was like kind of a badge of honour. It's like
Yeah,
the
I did as well.
No,
negative thing.
you know what? It
But we
seemed-
look on the outside looking in.
Yeah.
It seems pretty obvious, though, that it was him, McCarthy, who was holding the biggest grudge against it all.
Oh, I don't
Yeah,
know. Amelia Estevez wouldn't work with any of the Brat Pack.
Yeah, 'cause
No, but
For a long time.
They sort
Yeah,
of,
got-
in that doc, they have an awkward conversation.
that
don't
was
they?
the most awkward I would
Yeah.
thought, yeah.
McCarthy, he was meant to be in a film with Emilio Estevez, and Estevez got them to get
Cancel
rid
the
of him
film?
from the film. Yeah, was it the whole film
The
was
whole film
cancelled,
got
wasn't it?
cancelled.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And they reckon it would have been like a big, massive film as well.
Yeah. Which is,
They just wanted to be detached from
Yeah.
that.
But I mean, you could tell Emilio Estevez has always taken himself a bit more seriously than Charlie Sheen because he kept his dad's real surname rather than going for Sheen. Yeah. So you also know that he's taken himself quite seriously as opposed to Charlie, who's like, I'll just use my dad's stage name.
Carlos.
It did knack them, I think, didn't it? They're all messed up from it.
All of them just wanted to get as far away from that tag as possible.
But it's an interesting documentary, that.
But outside looking in, we thought it was the greatest thing. We thought
So
these actors should work together forever because they had so much great chemistry.
They're a couple of years older than me.
Yeah.
A couple, like maybe 1 or 2 years. About your age, Clive, yeah?
I don't know how old they are.
I'm 52.
I'm 58.
Are you? All right.
Yeah, that'll be right.
You're about right, yeah. So I
think Judd Nelson was the oldest of the lot, he was 28.
Between me and you, I think that's where the Brat Pack were in age. Maybe 54 to 58.
They're all that now, are they?
Yeah. So, so when we saw them on screen, it was like they're representing us.
Yeah.
At the time, even though they were a bit older. And let's face it, we all wanted to bang Molly Ringwald.
Well, that's it. But
I was gutted she wasn't on that documentary because she still looks hot.
Yeah. Who does?
Molly Ringwald.
Oh, she's still going, is she?
Yeah.
Oh.
Cherry 2000, which is the sci-fi one she's done. If you've not seen
I've not seen it.
I remember seeing that in the video store, but is that Molly Ringwald?
Was it Cherry 2000's Molly Ringwald, or was it Space Hunter?
I think it's Space Hunter.
Space Hunter.
Yeah, I watched a bit of that. It was a bit too kind of grungy for me, a bit too B movie for me. But she was in that.
If it's got Molly
was that after Breakfast?
I'll watch it.
Yeah.
Right.
Have you seen that one?
No.
Okay.
I'll dig it out.
I thought Cherry 2000 must be Melanie Griffiths.
It could be right. I've never seen that. I've just never seen it in the video because there's a picture of her holding like guns or something.
They kind of look
Cherry
similar.
2000
They do look
could be
similar.
Molly Ringwald. Have a look on.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not sure, but anyways. But yeah, Psych is my first one. It's a good watch. They're all up there on Netflix.
Oh yeah.
Or they were when I was watching them. And there's 3 films that have came after it, which I need to watch.
Of the same world.
Same team and everything.
Oh, right, okay.
Came back and they've made 3 films.
Yeah.
I'll just confirm that was Melanie Griffith in Cherry 2000.
Right, there we go then.
So is Psych done?
Psych's finished, that's what I mean. It's a
8
good
series.
It's got
8 seasons, proper ending.
Right.
You know, it has got a proper ending, and then there's a special with the cast getting together and saying how they enjoyed everything.
Oh, nice. I like that at the end of things.
Yeah.
And it turned out that the guy who played Sean and the lass who played Juliet actually dated as well while they were for the 8 years the series was going.
Oh, cool.
Split up not long after.
Well,
you know what I mean? I don't know why. It must be just one of those.
It was a work thing.
But you hear about that, don't you? A lot.
Yeah.
Folk on a series will go out right through the series, and then the split. Then the series ends, and then they split up like not long after.
It's funny because
Andrew Garfield and Emma Stone.
Emma Stone.
Yeah.
Oh,
a set is like it's an intense place. And it's like a bubble from reality. It's like another world. So a lot goes on in those sets that only lasts the length of a shoot.
Right, yeah.
So there's another world about it, and you become very close to people very quickly.
So how many PAs sucked you off then?
Yeah. Say again.
Says how many PAs sucked you off then? It's said.
Edit.
No, you know what I mean. But yeah, so over to Waff with one of his first.
Cool. Well, I'll just do a little double because I'll call it the Cosmo Jarvis double. Don't know if any of you guys have heard of Cosmo Jarvis.
Cosmo Jarvis.
No. Well,
Is this a director? Is it?
It's an actor.
Okay.
Which I only found because I watched the new series of Shogun. Which is obviously based on a book, but it's a remake. But it's this.
I've seen the original. I've not seen the new one.
It's brilliant. It's this big sprawling epic kind of set in samurai Japanese times.
On Disney?
Feudal Japan.
Disney. Yeah. And it's.
Can I just say, Waff? My Japanese friend was very insistent on this, that you must never say samurai.
Oh, really? Okay.
It has to be samurai.
Yeah,
samurai.
Samurai.
Not samurai.
Samurai.
And I remember he was really strict about it.
No, it's
samurai.
Samurai. You do not pronounce the U.
Right. Okay.
I actually, right. This is totally off kilter and everything, but I've never been into martial arts or anything. But I actually studied kendo for a little while, which is with Shinai. And
I remember you saying you did actually.
Yeah, it was hard work, and I got battered there.
So give it up.
Are you a samurai? Is that
No,
what you say?
no, I didn't.
Are you a
I didn't do
samurai?
it for long. I didn't do it for long, but I dabbled in it.
This is like my argument with Craig. Whenever he talks about the country, Chile, I always go, "Oh, Chile." He's always like, "No, it's Chile." I'm like, "No, Chile. No, it's Chile." I'm like, okay, Chile.
I'll say, all right.
It's got an infliction on one of the.
Yeah, it's
one of the eyes.
It's because
it's slightly cold.
They pronounce it. They pronounce it Chile, but I always say, "Well, how do you pronounce Germany then?" And he goes, "Well, Germany." I'm like, "Yeah, but they pronounce it Deutschland." So
Deutschland, Uber alles.
What a great argument that is! Fucking shot down in flames. Brilliant.
So it's great fun. It stars this guy called Cosmo Jarvis, who's actually a musician as well. And I've been listening to his music. He's really good, really talented. And he's this big, massive Tom Hardy kind of guy. He's this white guy that turns up in Japan and gets embroiled in this kind of battle of emperors trying to take the power.
Down the bunghole of Cosmo Jarvis.
Yeah, well, yeah, he's brilliant. He's brilliant. He's got such charisma on stage. So yeah, it's great fun. The first series was like sprawling and epic. I'm not reading off there. I'm just looking at pictures of Cosmo Jarvis actually.
Oh, he's looking at it.
I forgot the film.
Put it away, man. Stop it.
I can't read. I'm just looking at pictures. That's what he basically said.
I was staring at your wrist.
Oh, right.
Oh, that makes it even worse.
Sorry, Woff. Yeah.
Oh, that's all right. So it's just one series out, and it's on Disney, and it's great fun. But it did inspire me to listen to his music and see what else he'd done. And my other one in my little double is he did this film called Calm with Horses. And I think everyone who knows me knows that I love my black Irish comedy, like the McDonough brothers. Movies in Bruges and The Guard and all these type of things. Absolutely love it. And it's in that kind of mould. It's set in Ireland, and he plays this guy. He's a bit of a thug in this one, and he gets involved with this kind of crime, these gangsters. It's got Barry Keoghan in it as well.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
It's good fun and it's funny. Really, really good. Highly recommend them.
So you'll be looking forward to Kneecap, are you?
That looks interesting.
I can't wait to see that film. I knew about the band, and then I seen there was a trailer, and I went,
huh?
Trailer?
Yeah, it looks interesting. That
is that the one with
you're looking it up now, aren't you?
I am looking it up. Yeah.
Fassbender.
No.
So while you're
Michael
looking that up,
Fassbender. He's in it.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Am I looking at the right thing?
99
what
fresh
was
on
that dark
Rotten
comedy
Tomatoes.
Irish film,
Dark comedy.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Oh, no, I'll have to watch this right now.
Yeah, that's it.
No, I've not heard that one.
Is that up his street?
Well, that's the McDonald's.
Banshees of Inisherin.
That's-
Do you like that one?
Yeah, well, that's Martin McDonagh. And Martin McDonagh's one of my favourite directors. He
Right,
did
okay.
Seven Psychopaths, Banshees of Inisherin, In Bruges.
I was waiting for that one. I'm surprised that didn't pop out of his mouth first.
I did mention
Can I tell you something? I watched Seven Psychopaths for
It's his
the
weakest-
first time
Yeah.
a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, it is his
So
weakest film.
that should be in my
Yeah,
list,
I wasn't
really.
mad on that one.
Yeah, it's the only
But
one that
I didn't mind it.
Yeah, no, it's not
You know
bad,
what,
but compared to other
Sam
stuff.
Rockwell carries it.
It feels
Yeah,
like Seven Psychopaths it didn't quite take off.
No,
in the way it didn't live up to the promise.
It could have gone so many better places, but I thought, you know what, it's all right.
Oh, it's all right. Yeah, the
know.
Guard's actually which is by his brother, which is my second favourite. The Guard is brilliant.
Oh, I've seen The Guard.
Yeah,
I've
I've
seen
seen
it with,
The Guard.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
We covered that in the podcast.
Gleeson, what's
Yeah.
his name? Dominic, not Dominic.
Brendan Gleeson.
Old Gleeson.
Brendan Gleeson, yeah.
Yeah,
His son's Domhnall Gleeson.
Yeah,
isn't he?
that's right. Yeah.
All of that shit. I love a bit of Irish dark comedy. So,
Okay.
so yeah,
What a subgenre that is.
that's on Prime Video, and the first one's on Disney. So yeah, that's the first two I've seen recently.
Over to Clive then.
What you
All
seen,
right,
Clive?
I think this one is far more mainstream, and a huge success story from summer. But I went to see Wolverine and Deadpool, or
Deadpool and Wolverine.
Deadpool and Wolverine,
Yeah.
which I went along with a friend. So I'm one of the superhero fatigue crowd.
Oh, yeah.
So I went along reluctantly. And I don't.
There's the door.
And I don't particularly like Deadpool either as a character.
Oh, right.
So that's me. You know what I mean? Now,
So why did you go and see it?
because I went with this friend.
All right. Oh,
So-
so you've been a friend?
As being a friend, yeah.
You know what? That's
It's a good thing. You did a good thing. So
Yeah,
we'll let you
thing. So, no, but like, I liked it better than I thought I would.
Yeah. Have you seen the previous two?
So I saw the first one and I was like,
Right.
it's not for me.
The
You know.
second one's really good.
The second one, yeah.
And it's got
very
got really
Yeah.
good bits. It's like feast for your eyes, and it.
Oh
you know
no,
what I mean?
it's an assault on the senses, isn't it?
Yeah. So
And it's non-stop from start to finish.
Yeah.
It's
So I think a
It's
lot
got
of those
that
things.
every kind of 5 to 10 minutes. There's an action set piece.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
got it definitely got energy and all that. But then, I've got notes or something. Do you know what I mean? Like, because I think the story for me is spoiled at a story level. So not the humour and the
We can't
tone.
do spoilers though.
Well, no, I think if you know those characters, these are not spoilers.
Right. I mean,
If it's a spoiler, we can delete it in the edit.
edit. Who's editing this?
I don't know.
Well, Clive will be.
Oh, God, what have I done? What have I done?
Yeah. If you want someone out, you're the person who removes it. That's
Signing
the
up
deal.
to it, pal,
That's the deal.
I'll
I've
say-
had to
I'll
do that a
say
few times.
Have any of you seen this film, by the
We've
way?
all
Yeah, we've
seen
all
it,
seen
yeah.
it.
Okay, so then... okay.
3 times.
twice.
So, how many times for you?
Just once.
Okay, 1, 2 and 3.
Yeah.
Is that 6 against 1 then, is it? Did you all love it?
Loved it.
Yeah, really.
Yeah,
I
thoroughly enjoyed it.
Really good.
Okay, so I'm going to be the one...
I
Yeah.
would say it's best on the first viewing.
Okay.
I don't think it was quite as
I don't
funny.
think there's any depth to it, is it, story-wise?
Not really.
No.
And also...
It's about friendship and family.
It's an ongoing joke.
And
It's an ongoing. Yeah, there is
That's
a
what
friendship between Hugh and Ryan.
Yeah. And about family because of his love for his
Yeah,
them 9 people.
But
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
oh,
think
that's lovely,
there were any stakes in it. That's the trouble for me. There was nothing at stake because and like.
Well, there was
if
because
you
he was
remo-
going to
if you-
lose.
if you
See,
removed-
would you not watching
Oh
the
no,
second?
we can't. We've got to be careful what we say.
Yeah, mine won't be
No.
spoilery. I promise you.
No, would you not watching the second film and not really being a fan? You've not get.
There's a chunk of the story, isn't there?
Yeah, them
Well, I
them
think-
people who he cares about, he was going to lose.
A lot of them
Yeah,
were more
yeah,
relevant.
yeah, so that-
I mean,
I can
TJ
see that.
Miller wasn't in there.
No, I can see that, and I can see what you mean with that. I'm thinking more about there's nothing at stake. If you removed every fight scene out of that film, it wouldn't affect the story at all, and that's because. You think it would?
No, I'm totally agreeing
I
with
think that they're both, from what I gather, indestructible, aren't they? They can't
Yeah,
die.
well,
And if you die, die, you put them in a multiverse and get another one.
Well,
so there's no stake.
Deadpool got.
Sorry.
Deadpool got Wolverine's healing factor.
Yeah, whatever mumbo jumbo makes them do it when they can't. Die.
I know what you mean because I've heard other people say, and I do kind of
No,
get what
well,
you mean.
there
It's-
is because of Logan. When you watch Logan,
But there's an argument that in a multiverse world, it's hard to have stakes because if someone dies, you can always just bring one from another universe. So I do understand that as a thing that as soon as they brought that in, it kind of
It's a bit
changed.
easy.
So someone dies, it's like Black Widow died at the end of. Endgame, spoiler shit, but it's been out for years now.
That's fine.
Yeah, it's
allow Endgame.
so they could just bring another one in, another variant of her in. So I kind of get that it does take away some of the finality, but that's comic books for you, though. Really, I
but
suppose.
in comic books as well, these characters have died and been brought back to life.
That's
multiple.
That's
That's what I
exactly
mean,
what
yeah.
Rob's saying, yeah.
But this is
But
obviously.
even in the fight, like what are they hoping to achieve? I'm never going to be able to kill the guy I'm fighting.
It's getting out. It's frustrations. It's Wolverine.
So that's it. So
A lot of it is Wolverine's frustration to being the reason all of his friends died.
What I mean is, like, there's nothing to
away.
be gained by winning that.
Oh, no,
no
that's
one could ever
come
win, could they? The fight, because no one can ever lose.
Well, I mean, they can die. It's just hard to kill them. I mean, because obviously Wolverine did die at the end of Logan, a different version of him.
But then he's back again now. They multiversed him.
Well,
in.
this is
I mean?
what I get. I get what you mean. I
But
do get
that
that
fight scene right at the start with Wolverine's skeleton,
dead body. Yeah.
he's fucking excellent.
I like the car fight.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so that's what it is. It's more like it's
all about the action.
It's like it's a buffet of
But that's
sweets.
Absolutely,
that
mate.
really
Also,
kind of
It's
you know what I
adrenaline
mean.
rush.
But that's
Yeah.
also to a degree what the comic books are about.
It's popcorn
The action.
cinema, mate. It's
Yeah.
what we like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's a big market for it, and
So
I
do like I do like popcorn cinema.
Yeah.
Probably just not this particular one. You know.
I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah,
Loved all the cameos.
I will stick by it that it was better on first. When you first
I
viewing
don't know,
is much better because. I mean, yes, you do see more things in your second viewing, and you've said you've seen it 3 times. You know what I mean? But
Oh yeah, I've noticed.
And do you
that.
are you picking up all these references that are all in it?
God,
I'm
yes.
just about all of them, yeah. But
Yeah.
I mean, in the first one, all the surprises were done for me, so that's why I didn't enjoy it as much on the second viewing.
Yeah, okay. And there are some films where the surprise is ruined, and you'd still enjoy the second viewing.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
No,
maybe
I-
that says something about it then, you know.
Yeah. I will quite happily watch all 3 of them films in an afternoon.
The
One
Dead-
after
the
another.
Deadpool.
Absolutely. I'd
Yeah.
watch
Oh
it
yeah,
through.
there'll be. I'll revisit and revisit and revisit.
I
them
think we should
films.
do a trilogy at Woffs at some point of Deadpool. Sorry, Clive.
Oh yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it.
One. You haven't seen the
Yeah,
second
no, it's
one.
hazing. This is called, isn't it?
Yeah.
I would say it's called Introduction.
Okay. Yeah.
I've never seen the Christmas one, actually, the special version of the second one with Fred
Yeah,
Savage.
It's quite funny.
Oh, I've not seen that.
Yeah, it's on.
YouTube.
No, it's on
Disney.
Disney.
It was properly released. It's just it's a lower rating, wasn't it? And it's got the Princess Bride, so it's got Fred Savage. He's doing the bedtime stories
Oh
to Fred
my
Savage as an
God.
adult in bed, telling him the story.
And all the violence has been cut down, and he even talks about the violence being. If you're watching this version,
It's going to be a bit softer.
Yeah,
Also.
that man there is usually on fire. You know what I mean, and stuff like that. It's quite.
I mean, you've got
Great.
to admit, Ryan Reynolds owns that character.
Oh yeah, very much
You know
so.
what
Yeah.
I mean,
It's
he's
nothing
the
without him,
perfect
is it?
dude for it, like, you know
a
what I
funny
mean?
bastard.
And he's a champion for it as well. And I love. I mean, I can mention a couple of the cameos. I can say this one, Welshpool.
Oh,
Yeah.
So Welshpool's Paul Mullin.
Yeah,
Is
I read that.
star striker from Wrexham.
Is it really?
Yeah, so I'm going to mention that cameo and that's it.
Yeah.
But
But I mean,
I'm well. As I said, I'm well.
I like Dogpool. I thought Dogpool was
Dogpool's
super.
so cute.
And these are all cameos that are out there. And Headpool was brilliant.
His wife was one of the players, wasn't it?
She was
Lady
Ladypool.
Ladypool. Matthew McConaughey was
Yeah.
Cowboy Pool.
Yeah. We can say these, can't
Oh,
we?
was it? I
They're
didn't
all
know
out
that.
there.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
Yeah, they're all out
What
there.
can we say then? Who Gambit was?
Baby Pool was
maybe
their
that
baby. Their youngest baby.
Oh,
was
was
it?
it? Right.
That
Kid-
looks
Kid
CGI
Pool.
all the way, but
Kid Pool was their next eldest whatever child
Right.
in size. That was Kid Pool.
yeah, right. Can I
Um,
just say that PD just did like a cabbage-sized kid, cabbage patch kid-sized child
Yeah, that's it.
for reference.
I went small one for baby and then went Kid Pool like that. And he's still not because I'm still doing
No,
it.
you
and-
still can't
yeah,
see what you're doing.
that's it. I'm a dickhead.
He's moving his fingers in and out.
I'm just a dickhead.
That sounded horrible.
What can I say?
Shit gesticulation.
It is very much so.
Tell, don't show.
Yeah. So yeah, it's. I enjoyed it,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, me too.
so I'll
Yeah.
watch it again.
Overall, I did enjoy it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go rush to see it again. It didn't add up to me when there's no stakes. That did it for me, you know. And I don't get the references. I just don't know who half of these are, you know.
Yeah.
That's
so
gonna
I've
be
got to-
hard. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they all. Why did they cheer him when he put his mask on?
What Wolverine?
Yeah.
Because it's the first time ever on the cinema.
It's the what?
It's the first time ever on screen
That he's even been in yellow and blue.
that he's put a cowl on.
And that's his comic book costume. So,
Oh,
but
that-
the
oh,
previous
you-
X-Men movies never put him in his costume, so it was always kind of
Oh, so
they
the
were
fans
shown at
were
one
like-
point, yeah. So it's a big
okay.
fan.
It was only ever shown.
Oh, so
it
he
was
was
the brown
that's
and
his
yellow
normal
one.
costume.
My favourite
Oh, yeah.
one that was shown.
That's Wolverine's
very end.
costume.
Ah.
He's
Yeah,
yellow and blue.
I only know
With
Wolverine
the-
out of
with
the
well,
movies.
no.
Okay.
The cartoon's more yellow and blue. His best costume is the yellow and brown,
Oh, I don't know that one.
which was
Is it where he
the
shit
biggest.
himself?
No, it's the one from the 80s.
It's got a brown
with
circle
John
around
Byrne
the
and all that.
Right. Well, you read comic books.
Yeah.
I didn't really read comic books.
But yeah, the yellow and brown is the.
Yeah.
That's what we want to see him in next.
Aye. confused.
Well, do you think Hugh Jackman will come back again?
No, I think that's him.
No, he's back. They're all back for Secret Wars.
That's going to be good.
And that's going to be the last. That'll be the last of a lot of the characters.
Right. Is this another big finale thing?
This is a reboot.
Of what?
Of the MCU, a big reboot. We're going to get a new Iron Man.
This Secret War is a reboot.
Is a reboot.
So this is the end of a chapter.
This is Secret War with Doctor Doom in it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Played by Iron Man.
Isn't the Secret War the second one? Doom's in the first Avengers.
Aye.
Well, they're going to split it into two, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I
probably
think
will be.
Doomsday's the first one.
Doomsday, that's it.
Doomsday's the
Doomsday,
first
that's
one,
it,
and then
yeah.
it's Secret
Doomsday,
Wars,
that's right,
where all
yeah.
the characters get sent to Battle World, and then it's Spider-Man gets his black suit for the first time. Ben Grimm gets turned into a human, and he can transform back and forth, I believe, from memory.
Like the Hulk.
Yeah.
I see they've released a trailer for the Craven Hunter.
And it looks great and very bloody.
Yeah, it does. It looks like it should be 15 or 18 even.
Yeah,
maybe.
R-rated in the States,
What's the
I
Craven
reckon.
Hunter? Is that what
Craven
you're
the
saying?
Hunter.
I don't know the character. But I've heard of him.
I think he's Russian originally.
What is it, like a superhero?
He's an anti-hero.
He's like, he's not.
He gets hired.
Straight up
He gets hired
superhero.
to take out Spider-Man in the comics originally.
Has he got any special power, or what's his thing?
He's fucking awesome.
That's it.
Where you can fucking parkour.
Well, then, you're that, Daz, but you could
in the film.
Parkour. Like, he's very agile.
In the film, he gets powers from a lion.
Is he like just a strong human being then, sort of?
Yeah. Strong human.
Yeah, but he gets superhuman powers from a lion in this film.
Or he gets shagged by a lion.
Yeah. I don't know. We don't know how that, but yeah. Russell Crowe plays his dad.
That's
in
the
film.
lion.
This already sounds totally bizarre to me.
Oh, it looks great. It looks violent.
It's not one of the characters you'd expect to come out of
He gets
Marvel
his powers from a
stable, is it?
lion.
Well, it's Sony, isn't it?
It's the Sony.
It's Sony
Spider-Verse
who
thing.
are just, they've got the.
So it's only licensed by Marvel.
What-
It's not a Marvel film.
No,
No, it's the Sony one. Yeah,
it's-
like that. What's that?
Sony
like the
owns
Spider-Mans.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, and
Sony owns Spider-Man, but they also own Spider-Man's pantheon of villains.
Right.
And Spider-Man has got the biggest pantheon of villains, basically.
Oh well.
Yeah, because what's the Jared Leto one that was out a while ago? That
Mobius.
Was part of it. Mobius. And then there was the one I haven't watched yet.
Madam Web.
Madam Web. I haven't seen that
Yeah.
because everyone said it was terrible.
Morbius wasn't that
It
good.
does sound awful, Madam Web, from what I've...
Yeah, I've not watched it myself yet. But anyways,
and
over
Sydney
to Daz.
Sweeney in it though, which is
All right, well, I've been watching quite a lot of old stuff. I watched Deadpool a couple of times. Awesome. Chopper. I watched Chopper
Oh yeah.
Oh my God,
the other day because I've been in quite a gangstery sort of gritty sort of dark place.
You need to.
at the minute.
You need to watch Mr. In Between.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
No,
one.
I started. I don't have Disney at the minute. I've got The Magician.
Yeah.
I've got The Magician. I've got that film to watch. But yes, yeah. But
That's Calm with Horses as well. If you're in a gangster mood, that's a gangster film.
What's that one?
Calm with Horses that I picked as one of mine.
With Cosmo.
Yeah.
Right, okay,
That's on
And
Prime.
Dibs.
You what?
Cosmo and Dibs.
Oh,
I get that one.
Jesus. Slow there.
Anyway, that's one for your older ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
You and me?
you and me, it was. Yeah. But Chopper, what a film! I mean, I haven't brought up a IMDb about it or anything, so I don't know what year
Mark
it is.
Chopper Harris.
Mark Chopper Harris. Yeah.
I remember that there was a scene when he just it's like calmly stabbing him in the stomach.
Oh no, and he's just taking it. Going, what are you doing, Ned?
It's disturbing.
What are you
Do you remember that? That's totally
Are you sure
disturbing.
you want to do this? Oh man! And he just gets his ears cut
It's
off.
just done really well.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
it looks
yeah.
so real, you know.
And then Rick Banner was massive at the time. He was
yeah.
a big lad, a unit, I think you'd call it.
Aye, he was a
He
weapon.
was a proper fucking unit. But he was a massive comedian.
Who?
He was a stand-up comedian,
He was
aye.
a comedian
that,
before he was an
right.
actor, right? And he was basically Australia's biggest stand-up comedian at the time.
Oh, my, I didn't
doing
know.
the film.
Yeah.
Because he
I know.
looks so serious as well, doesn't he?
I know.
And he's never really made that many comedies.
Funny People he was in, but he wasn't really funny in it.
Hang on.
He made that foreign correspondence with
Ricky Gervais.
Ricky Gervais.
I
But
know,
he's not
watch that.
considering he's a comedian. He's not done.
No, he's known for his serious
Mind you,
roles.
that documentary he done
Funny,
about
he was
the
in
car,
Funny People. I was just remembering.
Loving the Beast. Have you ever seen that?
Sorry, yeah. He's
Do you know the
his
car from?
we need to
new fella.
Oh,
one
yeah.
conversation at a time. When
It was like a dopey Aussie, isn't he? So.
Yeah, sorry.
No, I'm saying he done a documentary about love called Loving the Beast, about a car.
Oh, no, I think I've seen that.
And it was all about, he had the same car that they used in Mad Max.
Yeah, the Interceptor.
And didn't they restore his old car? And then they started racing it.
It's been a while since I've seen it, but he was
I
very
watched it
keen
when
on racing those
I
as well.
watched it. Oh, God, when it first came out, I thought it was a very good doc.
Yeah, no, it was. I do remember watching that.
Loving the Beast or something like
I
that.
mean, Eric Bana had a great career for, 6 or 7 years.
He was the first Hulk.
Yeah.
It was,
Yeah.
The first movie.
I
Hulk.
I was blown away by that movie.
What, Ang Lee's Hulk?
Yeah. When it first came out, it was like, whoa, I've
When
never
it's
seen the
spinning
Hulk.
tanks round and stuff like
Yeah, that whole
And they've done it
desert
where he got
sequences,
bigger
it was
as
like-
well. He got bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't
Oh, yeah,
the best
he did,
film by a long stretch, and I didn't like the bad guy. It was a bit weird. But that desert sequence, and when he first
Chris
came out-
Christopherson, or was he the?
Who was the bad guy in that?
Oh, what was he
Nick
called?
Nolte was
Nick
his
Nolte,
dad.
that's him, yeah. And he went to an energy sort of battle,
Was it not Chris? Who was
I can't remember who
You
that
looked
film
that up,
was.
mate.
Well, I liked some of the stuff
You
like
said,
he
who
chose.
was the bad? Nick Nolte.
Nick Nolte.
Oh,
his
he was
dad.
the bad. Oh, okay
Yeah.
then, right.
Didn't he play? Was he the Abomination or the Absorbing Man? He ended up.
Oh,
being?
it's been a while, man. I think I only ever watched that film once.
Which one? Angling.
The Hulk Poodles was a bit of an interesting
Yeah.
choice.
But I'm like the Hulk. I like
Yeah.
the Hulk. The Hulk was my favourite superhero.
Oh,
I
right.
thought when he changes, all he wants to do is fuck shit up. I love that. You know what I mean? So he's like rock and roll.
The thing is, though, Clive, when we were growing up, I mean, because, you're a couple of years older than me. Not that much, really,
Yeah.
But The Incredible Hulk was on the telly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There wasn't any other superhero on. There was a Spider-Man program as well. in the
Batman
early
was
80s.
repeated.
Is that early 80s?
No, late
I don't know,
70s.
yeah.
Was
I
it
don't
late
know.
70s?
Yeah.
But I remember it. But yeah, it
So
was only
go-
the Hulk.
yeah.
We only had, I mean, obviously we had the old Batman. We had the Adam West Batman.
Wonder Woman.
I couldn't watch that. yeah.
Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, bloody hell, yeah, I forgot about that. Actually.
And there was other stuff like $6 Million Man. He
Yeah,
was a
but-
bit superpowered.
Yeah. And
But
obviously,
yeah, but that leap from Lou Ferrigno painted green to that thing in that film,
Oh, no, yeah.
it was like, whoa, that's
Yeah.
what it would really look like.
Yeah. Absolutely
But
huge
yeah,
there.
I didn't like the bad guy stuff. And it
I
was,
liked some of his choices because he shot it. He made it look like the editing choices, like a comic book. There was framed
he
like
did,
a
yeah,
comic
yeah,
book
yeah,
and stuff like that, which was interesting.
Yeah, it was. It was just a bit of a dog turd of a film,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
I mean,
yeah.
the Edward Norton Hulk wasn't much better.
No, it's terrible.
I thought it was worse, to be fair.
No, I thought it was better, but not by much.
There is going to be someone new playing Hulk, isn't there?
Is there? And isn't
No,
there?
Red Hulk,
Oh, it's Harrison Ford. isn't it?
Harrison Ford.
So what's the Red Hulk? Are we going off on
Well,
a
it's
mad
like a Hulk, but
tangent?
he's red.
That's it.
Yeah.
So what was him? So he didn't get
And
gammered.
he's more pissed off because he's red.
Right, okay.
He's not green with envy, he's red with anger.
Okay. So is he like, why is he, well, A, why is he red, and two,
I don't
B,
fucking know,
A and two,
I don't know.
is he stronger than the real Hulk? Or is he better, or is he the same?
He's about the same.
He's about the same?
Yeah.
And why is he red then? Has he got different gamma or whatever?
It's different strains of the formula as well, because don't forget the Super Soldier formula was part of the Hulk. That's what they've got in the MCU.
So he got hulked by having some serum, not by the gamma radiation.
No, they've kind of retconned it. It's something to do with the super.
So they can inject rather than, like, radiate.
So, and
Yeah.
is he? I'm angry, therefore a change, and I go on the rampage, or is he controlled?
It's
Or...
Harrison Ford, he's always angry.
Okay.
He's always pissed off, mate. Have you never listened to him?
Yeah, he's a bit grumpy old man, isn't he?
Yeah.
As a Red Hulk.
He's fucking awesome.
But no, Chopper was a fucking great.
Oh yeah,
film.
Chopper.
Yeah,
So what's the good Australian gritty bloody drama
Yeah.
comedy?
Yeah.
Very, very funny film as well. And Eric Bana plays the part amazingly.
Oh, yeah.
And like you say, like some of the scenes, like when he's getting stabbed and shit like that,
It was too real. It was like real. It was like a documentary sort of, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was very clever. 'Cause it's quite
well done, man.
The whole thing's quite grainy as well. The whole film is very grainy. It looks like it's done on a fucking Cine or whatever.
It's got a very sepia kind of look to it.
Yeah, it's just not. It's not perfect, and I like that about it.
So again, that would give it. It would feel more authentic, wouldn't it? Then, like it's not polished special effects.
Exactly,
this looks like a basement.
Real, yeah.
Okay.
And there's some great editing in that film as well.
Is there?
Some really good, like there's a lot of fourth wall breaking.
Yeah.
Which I like. Obviously, Deadpool.
Yeah.
But Chopper did it first.
Yeah.
Well, Ferris probably did it first. Well, someone
been done before that.
It's a Brechtian technique, breaking the fourth wall. Bertolt Brecht. I learned that in theatre studies. He was the one that kind of brought it.
I've heard of him.
Brilliant.
That's going back into that's like 1930s.
Yeah, there was quite a few times where in one of the Universal films, I think it's Van Helsing kind of breaks the fourth wall.
Really?
Yeah, speaks to the audience.
Moonlighting, they did it as well, didn't they?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I love a bit of Moonlighting.
Moonlighting was brilliant, man.
Theme tune was awesome.
Al Jarreau.
Yeah, some come by at night.
Oh my god, eh?
Some fly by day. Moonlighting
I want my mum.
strangers
Who just met
on the way. Brilliant. My next one then is Banshee.
Oh.
Which I'm currently 3.5 seasons, only 4 seasons, it's on Sky.
Is this with Bruce Springsteen's guitarist in it?
No,
I
it's
got
not.
the wrong thing.
No, that's Sopranos. This one,
I don't know.
yeah, I know exactly. It's The Sopranos.
Didn't that guitarist do? He did something. Little Steve. That's
Little
right.
Stevie, he played one of the main gangsters in The Sopranos. He's a decent actor.
Didn't he have his own show as well? I'm sure.
I don't know. Oh yeah, he did, called Lilyhammer.
That's it. I mixed it with that. Sorry, PD. I mixed it with that.
No, Banshee. It's about if you like The Boys.
Yeah.
This has got Anthony Starr in it.
Have you got one?
I like The Boy.
Yeah, bring me another boy. I've split this one.
Oh, I always like to get Aladdin.
That's it. That's Bob's favourite. No, if you like the TV show The Boys, the guy who plays Homelander, Anthony Starr, is the lead in this.
Oh, right. Okay.
It's not safe for work because there's just plenty of prattling in it. And there's a word.
What is Pratt? Is that
it's sexual.
Rude.
That's the first time I've heard those words.
Yeah, you haven't heard that for a while, have you?
I've never heard it.
I just thought I'd bring it back. I thought I'd bring it back.
80s.
Yeah, exactly. I know there's lots of sex in it.
Sex? What the hell's that?
I know.
Exactly.
That's why he's called it pratting, because it's so out of date now.
Exactly, especially for all of us.
Yeah.
Maybe not Waff, but no, it's got a great cast. You've got Anthony Starr in it, Ivanka Milichev, Ulrich Thomason, Frankie Faison, Matt Servito, and loads of faces pop in and out who you'll recognise. Ben Cross is the big villain in the first one. British actor Ben Cross.
What's the basic plot of it?
Well, the basic plot
Or the
is
setup?
you see this guy, Anthony Starr's character, who you never learn his real name, gets out of jail, and he goes somewhere where he goes into this salon, and he gets where his ex-girlfriend, who he'd been in jail for 15 years for a diamond heist.
Right.
He'd got caught and she had got away, so he wanted to know where she was, and he goes and finds where she was.
Oh, so she was doing the heist with him?
Yeah.
And he thinks she's run off with the diamonds?
No, he led them off a different way so she could escape.
It was for love, mate.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it turns out she was pregnant, so she's had a kid.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
But she's living in this town called Banshee, which is it's got a very big what do you call them? The Dutch ancestry, and they don't believe in
like the ones in Witness.
Oh, like Mormons.
Yeah, like Mormons.
Right.
Not
big
what are they called? The other ones.
The
ones Quakers.
Amish.
No, Amish. That's it.
Yeah,
Amish. Yes,
that's
sorry.
it. And there's a big
I only ever
Amish.
think of Kingbin.
There's a big community But also, it's like there's normal people there and all the rest of it in this town. So he goes into this bar in this Banshee, and he's having a drink, and this guy walks in, and they start conversation. He goes, this guy goes, I'm going to be the sheriff of this town. Start on Monday. Then these two bad guys come in and try and rip off the guy who owns the bar. And the sheriff obviously steps up, and so does Drill next door, and so does Anthony Starr's character. But accidentally, the sheriff gets shot.
Anthony Starr becomes the sheriff.
Anthony Starr takes on his thing, becomes the sheriff, while still hiding from Rabbit. This is the first series.
Who's Rabbit? Somebody that's after him.
Ben Cross's character, who's a big
is it
Ukrainian gangster.
I thought there was something a bit supernatural to this. Is it
No,
not? No,
not one bit supernatural.
Right, I think Banshee.
Yeah, you kind of get
that's a
that.
supernatural thing, isn't it?
But it's very violent.
Oh, good.
So why is
Indian. There's a big Red Indian kind of
Native American.
Native American.
Thanks,
yeah.
Sorry,
We're very PC on here.
Sorry, we have to keep PD in check sometimes.
Yeah,
He's still in the 80s.
There's a big
CPD?
no, because one of the tribes is called Red Bones. That's why I've got it in my head.
Right,
So why is Ben Cross after him? Why is he getting chased?
Because he stole his daughter. His girlfriend who he done the job with
Is
is Ben Cross's daughter,
Ah.
and she went on the run, and she is living in Banshee with the daughter and another kid and a new husband, who was an ex-Marine. But 15 years have passed, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Folk have moved on, and he never ever gave his name or anything up. He was John Doe for his entire time. Nobody knows who he is.
Right.
His whole history had been wiped, and you meet his hacker mate, who's just fabulous. And it is a really good show. And
So the heart of the show is him pretending to be the sheriff.
yeah,
And is he now solving crimes and all that kind of crack? Yeah.
yeah, and they've got a
Doing
corrupt.
sheriff shit.
They've got
Yeah.
there's the corrupt guy who used to be Amish, but he runs the meat packing plant and the drug making facility.
Sounds like Amish.
But yeah, but they don't serve drugs. He won't sell drugs in his.
He don't shit on his own doorstep.
No, never to be sold
Yeah.
in Banshee or anything like that.
Oh, yeah.
Always away. And he's got his niece who likes to shag anything. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of shagging in it. There is a lot of shagging in it, honest to God.
Right.
Within the first, he gets out of jail and he's shagging a waitress. So there's a lot of shagging in it, and it's really good. It was 2013 it came out.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, God, that's a while ago.
There's only 38 episodes.
All right. Oh, it's not a lot. 4 seasons.
4 seasons. There are
Right.
only 10 episodes a season to
Right.
9 episodes a season on some.
Well,
yeah.
neither of them makes sense. But
Yeah.
Could be 2 10s and an 8.
it could be 2
Yeah.
10s and 8.
Two
No,
ni-
it could
two
be 3
nines
10s and an 8.
2 9s and a 10.
Yeah,
And a
I
10.
don't know.
No,
2
3,
10s,
yeah.
2 9s.
Okay, yeah.
But
I'm
anyway,
lost now. The maths is complex.
It's not. It's really not. It's like the easiest.
3 10s and an 8.
Right.
Yeah, the last season's 8. I've just had a quick look. But no, it is. It's really good. It's on Sky Cinema as well. But I'm sure you can find it in other places.
Yeah.
But it's really worth a watch. It's an HBO Max Sky Atlantic thing. So it is really, really good. Old school. Well, finished in 2016. So
Flew under the radar for me, that one.
Yeah.
I'd heard
Yeah,
of
same.
it. I've heard the name.
it's done by
I've
the
never
guy
heard of
who
it.
done True Blood and all that.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Alan Ball.
And is there much quality fluctuation with the seasons?
No.
It keeps it up, does
It
it?
keeps it. The quality's there, and every episode is action packed as well.
Right, okay.
You know what I mean? Because he goes up against the town guy Proctor, who's the villain of the town. He goes up against white supremacists. He goes up against the Native Americans. Got it right that
Nice
time,
one,
boys.
They'll be thanking you right now.
That's it. I do apologise for that slip up. And this last series, his hacker mate got captured, So they're kind of looking for him. It's superb, really enjoyable show.
All right, yeah, Banshee sounds good.
Yeah, I would. Banshee is definitely worth a watch. Over to Off.
Okay. Something else that I watched recently that I really love, and I love things that I've always loved this franchise back to when I was a kid. Is the Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, which is the fourth one in the
Your hands
reboot.
off me, you
Damn
damn
dirty
dirty ape! Sorry.
So I love the originals, mainly the first one. I would have been quite happy if they just stopped at the first one, but I do have a fondness for all of them.
No, they're all cracking.
But I love the new three as well. The first three were a trilogy, like the Caesar trilogy, and the kind of was self-contained. And when the third one finished, they got a new director on board. And...
So how many has there been altogether?
Oh God, yeah. There's
of this new run.
Of the new run, this is the fourth one of the new run.
This is the fourth one. Okay.
So yeah, there's a trilogy, and then so that's Caesar, who's Andy Serkis, and he kind of that's his time, and then this one's set hundreds of years later.
Oh right, okay.
And it stars a different ape as the main character. Still chimpanzee. They all seem to be the main characters in the apes films whenever they're from. Noah is the main character, and he befriends this speaking human, because most humans are mute by this point.
We've basically swapped roles, have we?
Yeah, which is kind of like
Just
the original.
like in the movie.
Yeah, like the
original
original.
show.
Yeah.
Fucking premise on it.
Yeah, so and it's kind of a road movie. It's got Kevin Durand as the big bad guy. He's a good Proximus Caesar. He's like
Kevin Durand is an underrated actor.
Is that the one from
Yeah.
Darkman?
No. Kevin Durand played the Blob in Wolverine Origins.
I know what you mean.
You'll
Yeah,
recognise
in the wrestling ring.
Yeah.
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 It's one of those faces that crops up, and you're like, oh
Yes.
yeah.
He was
I know
also
him.
in
I've seen him.
Strain.
So, I think Durant was the character's name in Darkman.
Right. Yes, it was. It was.
He was the bad guy.
Yeah, he
That's
was the
why I
bad
was thinking
guy.
of that. Sorry.
Oh no, sorry. No. So yeah, I actually, cause I love the first three. I think it's a great trilogy, self-contained. But I think I maybe even love this one more. I say that because I spoke to my mate Craig, who loved the first three, and he said I don't want to watch this one because I think the story's been told. I don't need it to go any further, so I'm not going to watch this fourth one. I'm like, no, watch this one because I actually preferred this one. And it's not had as good reviews as the first three. But I think it's well worth a watch. I think it's on Disney now.
Yeah, it is.
And it was fantastic, really enjoyable.
At its heart, is it humans versus apes at in some level?
Well, not this one as such. Humans are kind of more like vermin by this point.
So the main characters are all apes.
It's apes versus apes mainly.
Okay.
It's like in this one, it's the guy.
It's pure ape on ape action.
Yeah, I mean, there's
I
humans
think
in
we're
it.
going to get to the point where Charlton Heston's going to turn up, or Charlton Heston's character
Right.
from the originals.
Do you think?
I
Yeah.
have wondered because the first film, at the end of the first film of the new ones, it has footage of a rocket taken off, and I think
Really?
that's
Does
kind
it?
of like saying that's
Maybe
probably
it'll be Mark Wahlberg.
It'll be the end. It'll either be the middle film
yeah.
or the end film where,
There'll
Charlton
just be a
Heston-
little cameo.
yeah, or it'll turn up ready for another.
Yeah, it could be recast reboot of the original or something like that.
Yeah.
It's I mean, it's skated around. Some of them are quite like the second one. The second one's quite similar to the Battle. Well, the first one's quite similar to the Battle for the Planet of the Apes because that's how it all happens. Battle for the Planet of the Apes was
Well, don't forget, because in the original Planet of the Apes franchise, they go back in time.
yeah, that's where it went. The second one and third one are where it really, because I don't know if you've probably heard this story, but basically when they made the first one, I can't remember the name of the director of the first one, but he made it as a standalone, obviously, because at the end it's kind of, you get a bit with the Statue of Liberty and stuff.
yeah.
That's not a spoiler now; it's a long time ago.
No, you can
But
do that. It's not Deadpool.
and he said, that's it. It's done now. And then obviously the finances came back and said, no, we've done well. We want a sequel. And he went, oh, bloody hell! So he got forced to do a sequel. So he did the thing with the people with the big heads under the ground.
Charlton Heston kind of just came back for a cameo in the
Yeah,
sequel.
yeah. They put someone else to play his character, but he was still in there at
James
the end.
Franco. No, not James,
James Franco was a
I was
bloody
gonna
hell
say,
child.
yeah.
Franco.
Well, he said they went back in time.
Yeah, it was something Franco. I can't remember.
Dave Franco.
Dave's brother.
It's his brother.
Or James Francisco or something like that.
Yeah, I didn't.
He's done loads of films.
Right.
So I might give that a watch because I was the same. I'm done with this. You know, I didn't know it was 100 years in the future.
No, it's good. It's good. Have you seen the other three of the new ones?
I think yes, I have.
Yeah, this is years
I
later.
got through Clive.
You didn't.
Nah, I
the
haven't
first
bothered.
one it was by far my favourite.
It's very good. Yeah, it's the build. Just finishing off the point before. Sorry,
sorry.
No, it's fine. No, just while I remember because I'll bloody forget. So when they made the very original one, they finished it, and they said, right, you've got to come back and do another film. So they made Beneath the Planet of the Apes, which was fun but a little bit silly. At the end, he blew Earth up so that they wouldn't make another film, and he was like, right, they can't ask me to come back to make another because I blew the blue planet up, and they went, right, no, you've got to bring another one out. It's like, I don't want to make they blew Earth up, and he was like, no, you've got to do it. It's like, oh fucking hell. So basically, the apes found the spaceship, turned it into a time machine, and went back. And it was like, and they made Return to the Planet of the Apes, and then the next one was actually really good, quite because it was the Battle for the Planet of the Apes, which was kind of how it all went full circle. But yeah, I love all the Planet of the Apes films.
Ricardo Montalban owned Caesar in there.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Oh right, yeah.
Yeah, bloody out of Bonanza and shit. Not Bonanza, but he was in westerns and stuff, wasn't he?
Well, yeah, but he played Khan.
Yes, the same guy. Khan, that's his famous role, yeah, of course. But yeah, I know Ricardo.
He was Caesar.
No, he played like Caesar's owner.
Oh right, yeah. I was going to say it was Roddy McDowell.
From the Planet of the Apes.
Battle for the Planet of the Apes was the one where, because that's where they become pets.
Those names they're so similar. I have no way to distinguish.
I know,
no way
I get
my brain
confused
can
as well.
distinguish them.
So do you have the collection?
No, I've never. But I've got the first one, but because I kind of
I've
have
always
this.
gutted I never got the
Box set of all the planet. Yeah, me too.
Ape's head.
Oh yeah, I
You
think I
got
remember that
Caesar's
being
head.
out. Yeah.
I think it came with Music Zone.
Yeah.
I think it
And they
did.
did for dirt cheap in
Yeah,
Music
they
Zone.
did. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I
no,
miss
that would be
Music
cool.
Zone so much.
Same with the alien head and the predator head.
Mate, we got all the good shit in there.
Yeah.
You've got good head.
Good day.
Just ask what. You know what I mean?
Good to know, Daz. Actually, I might give you a shout later. Yeah.
I'm going to finish it off with a tip.
You know, man gets awful lonely.
Give him a lift home, and it's do you know
It's the rules of the road.
I'm just about to say the rules of the road.
Roadhead.
Yeah, road heads, rules of the road.
That is
Didn't find a book.
that is actually because I'm from Roadhead. It's the name of the area that
I
I'm
know
from.
Roadhead.
And I looked.
Really?
Yeah, and I looked.
Horrible.
Well, no, it's lovely.
No, it's not, mate.
It's just
bleak.
it's the middle of the countryside.
It's
but-
bleak.
Yeah, but it's cool. It's pretty.
Mate,
It's
it's
countryside.
exposed and bleak.
It's just because you're a city boy.
I'm a
city
seaside
boy.
Anyways,
boy.
Seaside boy.
over to Clyde.
Yeah, sorry.
Are you done?
Just one last thing. So I looked up Roadhead years ago on YouTube when YouTube first been a thing, and I realised that in America, Roadhead means getting a blowjob in a car. And I was like, oh, that's nice. The place I came from means getting a blowjob in a car. But yeah, up to you.
It's a bit of family history there.
To be fair, mate, you've lived by that motto ever since.
Well, yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Which is pretty cool.
that's how the show started. Actually, we're talking about shit like that.
So I can't pick between two because I'm sure we can't do two more rounds, can we?
I don't know.
So maybe I'll do it on the one that I'm allowed to talk about more, maybe because the amount of people who've seen it. So Longlegs, I don't think anyone's seen it.
I've not seen it.
Yeah, it's on my list, but I haven't seen it yet.
Okay, so I can talk about it, and I can talk about some of it, or the other one was In a Violent Nature. Has anybody seen that?
I've seen In a Violent Nature.
Seen half an hour of it.
Okay,
But you can talk about Longlegs. You
should we do Longlegs then?
Talk about them both.
talk about them both.
All right, okay. So I thought Longlegs.
Just don't give any spoilers with Longlegs because we've not seen it, but give you the review, certainly.
Well, I guess you've all seen the marketing. That
yeah.
piqued your interest, that marketing.
Oh, no, definitely.
of course it has.
It's very well
It's
done.
But I'm
Like
guaranteed
superb,
it's the marketing will be very different from the film.
Well, that was one of the genius things was that the marketing gives you no clue as to what the plot is. It really does. It's just random dark images, and I think that's really clever because it stands out from the crowd, so it's already different, and the second is it's it goes back to an old film theory. I'm getting a bit poncy here.
No,
sorry.
no,
No, it's all right. I mentioned Brecht before.
Montage editing. It's like it's one of the it's where the magic of cinema happens. It's on the edit, because on the edit, that's when you get the audience engaged. So if I showed a picture of Daz with a neutral expression,
it's never neutral, mate.
Yeah.
yeah,
It's always elated or highly depressed.
all right. Then, so if we could get you to be neutral, we'd show a picture of that, and then you would show like a picture of an empty plate, and the audience with montage editing would fill in the gap. Oh,
Right,
I think
okay,
he's
yeah.
hungry. But there's,
I see what
there's
you mean,
nothing
yeah.
in those pictures that says you're hungry.
You're conveying
Okay.
the emotion through an image of
through
one
the
person.
edit.
Right,
Then
I
if
see
you
what
could
you're
put the same expression and then show somebody in a coffin, and they'll go, "Oh, he's really sad because his mum's dead," or whatever. Do you know what I mean?
But if it's neutral, are they putting their own
Yeah,
emotions
you
onto it?
then
Rather,
bring
so
it-
different
but-
people get different feelings from it.
Yeah, but you control them by showing a coffin or whatever you show them in the
Right.
Yeah,
next
yeah.
one.
Yeah.
So
You're
That's kind of-
pushing it on them.
Yeah.
yeah, you're manipulating them. But
That's
that
fucking
in the
awesome.
end is the magic of cinema, because it makes us all think of. We have to work to put those two together. We
Yeah.
aren't really being spoon fed it all. So sorry, a long way
no.
round
No.
to say that Longlegs marketing was a lot of that.
Right.
And I think it engaged the audience imagination, because you're showing these two weird things, and you're like, "So what is he?
How's
Is
that
it
gonna-
a
how's that gonna
murderer?
link?
What? Yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck's
Is he a
Longlegs?
monster?
Do you-
Aye, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Especially that image of where he's got his hands coming round.
Yeah, he's doing this or something.
Yeah,
isn't he?
it
It's
makes
like-
him look like a supernatural creature.
All
Yeah.
I say about Longlegs is that marketing campaign was, I think Nicolas Cage was above the name of Longlegs. Sold me.
Yeah, okay.
I was sold.
You see, because
do love
that's
Nick
weird.
Cage.
Because
I mean-
for a lot of people, I mean, if you were
I mean, Nick Cage is his own genre of films.
He absolutely
yeah,
is. I love
and
him.
from a producer perspective, I don't, you know what I mean. Nick Cage would mean it's only going to experience a certain level of success.
Absolutely, yes.
And
There-
this
there's gonna
powered
be a
through
lot
that.
of people that will just fucking totally
Yeah,
avoid
it
that
turns
film.
them off. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
he's on a bit of a bound back.
But there is a lot of people that don't like him, mate.
Oh, there is, but
if you
he's-
say Nicolas Cage, you go, "Oh, he's fucking shite." Yeah.
His films are a bit dodgy, aren't they?
Well,
that's
no,
what they're
I don't-
general.
I don't
That's what
think-
the people think.
I don't think they all are. I think.
Oh, he has made some absolute garbage.
I fucking
Yeah.
love.
Hit
I
and
love
miss.
some of his fucking shit B movies, though. Yeah.
So do I.
Drive Angry.
Superb.
You got me to watch that one.
I did,
Drive
yeah,
I
Angry,
enjoyed it.
fucking
It was
ace,
good.
It's just superb.
It's silly. fun.
Willy's Wonderland.
But this
yeah.
film, so this Longlegs has broken through all that. I think it cost maybe 8 million. It's made 100 million.
Excellent.
It's made a fortune. But
so that means he's now pushed into the mainstream.
that again
you know?
shows that horror is the only true moneymaker in Hollywood.
At the minute, it is.
Well, yeah, you can do
well,
them
that
cheap.
or
I mean,
superheroes, mate.
Yeah.
Constant.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but
Wolverine-
superheroes will
It's
die
losing
like.
it's losing its traction.
But then
horror isn't.
Wolverine just
No.
broke the records, didn't he? Made a
Yeah,
billion in a week.
but Deadpool and there was so much. Right,
Anticipation.
Ryan Reynolds is the world fucking sweetheart.
Yeah.
Everyone loves him.
And they've been hyping that film for 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, they've not been hyping that film for 2 years.
They have.
They've been hyping that film for bloody 10 years, mate.
No, but as soon
Has
as
this
we all
been
knew
something
Deadpool-
that people
since
wanted?
Deadpool.
Deadpool and
Yes.
Wolverine.
Deadpool.
Yes.
Right, Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman have had this going for years and years.
Oh,
and
yeah,
years.
yeah, the
well
banter.
before. I think. Well, it's probably Deadpool 1, and it all goes back to Wolverine's origin.
Yeah.
So they've always wanted to do another
So
film
why
together.
have people, to be like Deadpool? Why have people got a boner for that? Those two coming together.
Because they're both fucking awesome characters.
Okay.
Wolverine is, he's awesome.
It's that then because they're
Well-
both indestructible,
From the
and one's miserable and one's wisecracking, isn't it? So is that what they're?
It's a good,
Is that
good chemistry, isn't it?
So
Yeah.
it's-
It works.
Say again.
The Odd Couple. It's
Yeah,
everyone's
okay.
an Odd Couple buddy story.
But
Yeah.
Wolverine's a wisecracker as well, because he always was in the comic books. You know what I mean? He always cracked
He's
wise.
more short, yeah, but he's more
But he-
short-tempered.
Short-tempered, but he cracked wise as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
And it was just a good pairing.
Yeah.
The two biggest Fox characters Marvel were getting to use finally.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it
And
was
I
a
loved
great
it. I loved
pairing.
how they like. We're going back to Deadpool.
It's just
Yeah,
made
we've
me
gone
think of a
full
point.
circle.
Let's go back to Longlegs. Sorry, we've talked about Deadpool and
Well,
Wolverine.
I did have it was an interesting point about Deadpool, but shall I carry on with Longlegs?
Longlegs. We've already talked.
Yeah,
So we're not
Okay,
going. We're not going back.
We're not doing a Deadpool episode.
Okay. So the question then becomes, which you three haven't seen it, so you won't know the answer is: does it live up to the marketing?
Well, you tell me.
No, for me.
Oh,
It didn't.
And I've heard that a lot. I've heard.
Sorry.
I've heard that more than I've heard it's a great film
Oh, right, okay.
from quite a lot of people who I respect. Now, even though me and Clive have a lot of differing opinions on film, I respect his opinion just like I do yours, and we have, a differing opinion quite a lot.
Different opinions is where it's at for me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, and I respect Clive's opinion. So if Clive says to me, and there's other people who have also went, then I'll see it. I will see it for myself.
Yeah.
But and I'll make my own mind up. But at the moment, I'm quite well.
And
I'm
let me
pleased I
say,
didn't go
because
to the
I
cinema
went
to
to
see it.
Yeah.
I went to see it with my daughter and some of her mates from York, and they're all about 16-ish.
Right.
Daughter said it was nothing. Yeah, it didn't live up to the hype.
Oh, really?
Her friend said it's the scariest film I've ever seen by a mile.
Well,
So,
it's subjective,
do you know what I
isn't it?
mean? Who
It's
knows?
It's subjective, though.
Sounds like what, because Craig and Steve went to see it. Steve, that used to be on this for a bit, and Steve really didn't like it because the message is because I was meant to be going with them, but I couldn't. I had COVID, and Steve messaged me to say, it was a bit shit, and then Craig messaged me and said like, "Oh, it was amazing. I'm going to go see it again. You've got to come again. I'm going to see it again." So it seems like Marmite. From what I can tell.
So that makes it worth a watch, doesn't it? Because
Yeah.
you wonder, like, am I going to love it or?
Yeah.
Or
Well,
not?
that's it. That's why I watch it myself and make my own opinion of it.
So yeah.
I'm
So
looking
for me,
forward to
I
it.
respect Clive saying, "Nah, it didn't live up to the hype."
I'm looking
And
forward
you
to
Obviously,
know what,
you
as
can't
well-
go much more into it because we need to see it for ourselves.
yeah, I'm not going to give out
No.
spoilers, but I will say this: that you were saying that there's people who like Nicolas Cage will put them off.
Yeah.
If you're one of those people, for me, it sort of confirmed that. I think
Right.
Ubernick.
he's spoiled it in
So
a
he's
way.
gone
Did
Nick
you
Cage
watch?
extra.
Did you watch Arcadian?
I love
Great,
that.
I thought it was brilliant.
Yeah.
You see, that is the least Nick Cage I've ever
Yeah.
seen.
Yeah.
He's very reserved.
That's
What is
my
it?
favourite Nick Cage film I've seen. In
Really?
Yeah, I don't know if it's my favourite of all time, but
Arcadian.
it's
It's
up
quite a
there.
new
I
film.
thought it was
What
brilliant.
what is it?
It's like a
Just in
monster
nutshell?
movie. It was out this year.
Yeah,
It'll probably be
it's
my
something
movies
that-
of the year, maybe this
No,
year.
I've only
Really,
seen it. I've only seen it within the last
really good
couple of months.
aliens.
Wild at Heart would be my Nicolas Cage film.
Oh,
Great
yeah,
film.
yeah, it's a good
Yeah,
film.
great film.
Oh, Raising Arizona.
I was going to say Raising Arizona's
Every
excellent.
time.
Yeah, so we're more into early Cage, are we?
Yeah.
I like
Although-
Face Off is
I love Face Off.
superb.
And I really enjoyed the Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent.
Oh, that was good fun. Yeah, with
Yeah.
Pedro Pascal.
He's got. I think for me, he's got more films I've enjoyed than I haven't.
Oh, absolutely. Well, we're all a fan.
Yeah,
We can say that apart from maybe Clive.
yeah. Anyways,
I
on to
do.
Daz. What's
Yeah,
your next
sorry,
one
Daz,
then,
yeah.
Daz? Sorry.
Right, well, I've been watching Shameless again. From the start.
UK or the US?
The UK. I've never seen the US one.
Oh, okay.
I might
No,
look
I
into
haven't.
that next because I think it's on Netflix as well. But Shameless. We were talking before and we were saying like something that you just put on and just.
It's comfort.
It
Comfort
is
food,
comfort, yeah, and it's like the chavvy and awful, and Frank Gallagher's a cunt. Sorry,
He's a horrible.
he's not. You know what?
He's not a good father. He's not a good role model.
He openly admits that his first love is beer.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
So
And
he's an anti-hero, isn't he?
He's very much an anti-hero, and there's moments of brilliance with him. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
when
yeah.
you think, oh, what a heart he's got, but no, he hasn't. But no, I've really enjoyed it. I'm actually on series 11, so I'm on the last
Bloody hell,
series.
You've got 11 series.
11 series. I think it deteriorated. I mean, there's definitely better series than other.
There's a Carlisle
Yeah.
lad in it. Brian Dick was in it at one point.
yeah.
Right, now I know of Brian Dick, but I don't know who he is.
He used to go to the wheel a lot. He's
but
on Shameless.
what
He was a gay character. He had a yellow car from.
Oh well, that's.
I can't remember when he turned up. I just remember.
Yeah, well, I will do that. But I've heard of Brian Dick a few times. I'm like, I should know him. I'm really.
He played Ernie Wise.
Ernie Wise. That was Victoria Wood's Ernie, and
that was brilliant.
He was really good at Christmas. It was that one Christmas.
I've got it. I think. I searched for it and found it.
Right.
Yeah, when it came out, I watched it because I knew he was in it, and I know Brian, so I was like, "Oh, I've got to watch anything that Brian was in. I'd watch."
No, you would, wouldn't you?
He was in Master and Commander, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. Yeah,
Cool. That's a good film.
Did a lot of adverts as well.
But anyways, sorry, Shameless.
Yeah, but Shameless. I mean, I've really enjoyed it. I've been watching it. I've started watching it, I think, last year, and then I sort of like came off Netflix for a while because I was sick of it.
Yeah,
but I went back to it because we couldn't live without it. And yeah, I've thoroughly enjoyed it. Like I say, I think I'm just about halfway through the 11th series, and it's just good, trashy, stupid, over the top, bloody mank fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Proper chavvy.
So when you say you've watched all 11 seasons, how far apart? Like, is it one after the other for like?
Oh no, mate! I'll watch like 3 or 4 episodes in a row.
Each day.
Not every day.
Yeah. Okay.
I have to work.
Yeah. Just don't sleep.
No, I know well I don't.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. So I've really enjoyed Shameless again, and it's on Netflix, and I recommend it. If you haven't seen it,
I haven't seen it.
have you not?
Never seen a second of it.
You know what? I would say the first 4 seasons absolutely outstanding.
Right.
After the first 4 seasons, I was too heavily invested. I have to finish it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Although it's not bad, you know what I mean? It has dull episodes.
Yeah.
But
You have to drag yourself to the end because you want to get to the end. But
I
the
do
first
now.
ones were so good,
but
yeah.
I've
got a few
I
shows
thought
like
that I hadn't watched it all.
Yeah.
But watching it all, I've realised I've watched it
Yeah.
all.
I think I only probably started watching it on
Yeah.
like the 4th season, so I probably missed the best parts, to be honest.
Well,
I joined it late, to be
There's
honest.
some some great episodes, mate. It's well worth checking out. It's on Netflix. Shameless. There you go.
There we go.
Boom.
Quick mention on one of mine, which I've mentioned most episodes because it's been a long time while I've been watching it. I'm nearly at the end of my Bill
Oh, fantastic.
journey. I've watched about 2,100 episodes of the Bill.
Fucking hell.
That's ridiculous.
That's time you're never going to get back.
In it, no.
I wonder if I do.
Coming up next,
You'd be so
Coronation
gutted
Street.
if it ends
No,
on a cliffhanger.
I'll tell you something. It's been an education because the amount of actors that got their start.
Oh, no, we know that, though.
Oh,
It was
yeah,
a-
You know
was
what I mean?
a
It was a
staple, wasn't it?
proving
If you
ground.
IMDb, the actors, the British actors, you see their first roles, it's always Casualty, The Bill.
Bill.
Yeah.
like
Or one of the soaps.
Doctors.
Every big one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Doctor Who's, that's another one.
No,
yeah.
not Doctor Who, but Doctors.
Doctors.
Oh, right, okay. But
Yeah.
Doctor Who as well.
Just, I mean, there's 2,404 episodes.
Jesus Christ, I can't wait.
So I've got about 300 episodes left.
300. Yeah.
And I'm doing a season every kind of week and a half
Right.
to 2 weeks. I mean, there was some seasons where there was 180 episodes
Yeah, because it was on a couple of times.
because it was on 2 or 3 times a week.
Yeah.
And
Fucking
they
hell.
were
That's
the earlier,
insane, that, isn't it?
they were the earlier episodes. We're now down to about 80 episodes, and then I think the next I'm on season 23.
It's just one episode.
All these numbers are insane to me.
I'm on season 23, halfway through that.
So, are you enjoying it, PD, or
Oh,
is it,
thoroughly.
or is it complete?
No.
Complete something. Have you just
do you
got
know
to complete?
something? It's all on Sky, apart from the pilot episode, which is on YouTube, and it's called Wooden Tops. And you know something? It is a fantastic British show that people take the piss out of a little bit, but nah. The actors who were in it I mean, there's only 2 of the originals left now.
Julie Ackland.
No, she's gone. Tony Stamp, George Cole,
Oh, right,
and
yeah.
Jeff Stewart, Reg Hollis.
Oh, Red. Oh, yeah, he's always.
You know,
been
they're
there,
the only
hasn't he?
two.
Yeah.
Reg
Kind of.
Hollis
Reg
is
Hollis,
like,
really.
it's like the perfect soap name, isn't it?
Yeah.
Reg Hollis.
Generic
You'd never be in a movie, Reg Hollis.
No, and it was, as I say, the early seasons, because it ran from 84 to 2010.
Jesus Christ.
So that them kind of 80s to early 90s seasons, I remembered just about every episode when I was watching. I'm like, oh man, I remember this episode. Oh man, do you know what I mean? Because we sat and watched. There was only 4 channels. We didn't have Sky.
No, we had now.
We didn't have Sky until the later 80s.
We didn't have milk.
No, we had milk.
No,
milk.
Thatcher took that one.
Oh, Thatcher took that away at school, yeah. Yeah, my dad was the milkman at Penrhyn. No, so the bill is a perennial classic. And also, got to mention Cobra Kai.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't watched them all yet. I'm
not going to give you any, you know what I mean, but
I've loved Cobra Kai.
halfway through the last season, and it's been superb.
Good cliffhanger.
Well, they're just about to go and do the international.
Sorry.
No, they're just about.
Pardon me. Fuck off.
They're just about to do the international karate fucking festival.
Right.
You know, some kind of kumite or something like that. That stinks. It's all it smells like. Strawberry or whatever it is.
There was levels to that.
That was, wasn't it? That was disgusting.
It's like in the cinema when you hear.
Cobra Kai was excellent. I think we've got enough time to do one quick. Another whiz round.
All right, a quickie.
Yeah, a quickie.
A morning quickie.
Yeah, I'll bash quickly through. What one? I just because I've got a massive list, but I won't do them all. It just because of Daz's, he was saying about chav humour from years ago that we all loved. I've just rewatched the whole of 2 pints of lager and a packet of crisps.
Oh, brilliant!
And it's
where's that on?
iPlayer.
Is it on iPlayer?
Yeah.
Fucking brilliant. I'll watch that.
Oh, it's fantastic. I mean, it's shit, but it's also brilliant in every way.
Yeah.
It's Ralph
I
Little
have to
and
say,
Will
I've
Mel.
never seen it.
It's
another one of mine never seen.
It's
The banter between Ralph and Will is amazing. Have you heard the podcast?
Yeah, Jess got into it. Jess
It is very good fun. I mean, we do not condone any other podcast in the world, but
they are funny. Like, because they did a tour a while ago, and Jess was saying if they do the tour, we're going to go and see it. I'll be for that.
They're just obviously good mates.
They're good lads, just banter.
They're our age, you know what I mean? Having a good laugh there.
That's
awesome.
it.
Yeah, man, that's a good one.
So it's well worth a watch. If you're our age, you know, it's the kind of thing you come back from the pub and it was on BBC Three or whatever it was, and you'd kind of watch it after a few beers. And and it
Sheridan Smith.
Sheridan Smith, and
Jesus.
Yeah, she's done all right for herself, hasn't she? So, I
preferred a mate.
Donna.
They've done one.
Donna.
Yeah, she's the only one that hasn't really done anything since.
You know what I mean? Who went out with
Gaz.
Gaz.
Donna.
Yeah, Donna.
Yeah, she's the only actress that hasn't really gone.
She was in Hollyoaks.
She was in Hollyoaks first.
Her and Will Ferrell were both from Hollyoaks.
Will Ferrell.
Will Ferrell, Will Mellor.
He definitely said Will Ferrell.
He did, and you know something?
What? Anchorman?
You know something? It wasn't the first time either.
No,
it said it twice.
Has he? Oh, you.
And at first I was like, did he just say Will Ferrell?
No.
And then he said it again. I went, I've got to pick him up on that.
No, you got to. No, I'd do the same. 100%.
Will Ferrell. Can you imagine that? Will Ferrell and 2 packets of lager.
Brilliant, actually.
That's a version with
the cameo.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's brilliant. Give that a watch. Quiet Place Day One. I watched. Really enjoyed that. Good prequel.
Was that good? Was it?
Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
I've heard mixed about that.
Yeah, it's got bad reviews, but I liked it. Again, similar to the Planet of the Apes. It's kind of it's separate to the
prequel.
Well, it's just a proper prequel, really, just a proper prequel. It's how it all starts off. Different setting, different actors, but it's got a good story to it. And Maxine, the third in the trilogy of the.
I haven't watched that yet.
I thought you'd been straight on that.
I know. I was,
surprised
and then again, I'd put it in, I'd loaded it up to watch, and I got disturbed.
Right.
So I've not been, and then I've been, I got into watching Banshee.
Oh yes.
So I've been chewing through that. And I've not really,
So. No, it's good. I think it's the weakest of the three, but it's still good, and it's a good trilogy, and it finishes off nicely. I don't know if the story necessarily needed to be told, but it was very good, and it's 80s, so obviously the first one was what's that, 40s or something, 50s, and then the next one's 70s, and then
40s,
this one's 80s.
I think the first one's set.
Yeah,
what, X?
Pearl.
No, Pearl.
Oh, right, because it was X
Yeah.
Pearl.
And then Maxine.
Yeah.
And it's
Right,
got a very
I get
80s
it,
aesthetic setting, kind of.
I've not seen
Hollywood
Pearl.
Oh, it's great.
Oh yeah, no, watch some old. I watched.
No, I'll do the whole trilogy, mate.
Well, that's what we did.
I'm not a big fan. I must admit, Ty West.
Right.
House of the Devil was that? Is it House of the Devil or something like that?
I've seen, the Innkeepers, and that was.
I like Ty West.
Innkeepers, I didn't like. I couldn't get on with it. I liked House of the Devil-ish.
Well, they didn't stand out to me. It wasn't until I watched X that I felt. Have you seen X?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you didn't like that either.
No.
That was the first one of his that really jumped out, and I went, "Oh, I like this. This actually."
Really, it's so bizarre because me and my mate who've watched them, just like this is.
It's sort of a slasher though.
It is. I mean, it is. It's a slasher, but I liked the homage to slashers that it was done with a knowing. Even so, like the first shot in X, where he comes out of the barn and the aspect ratio is the old aspect ratio because he's looking through the barn door and he comes out and it goes into the
that's pretty special.
The 4:3 or
big homage to Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Pearl's less of a slasher. There's a bit more of a story to it.
Again, I've just remembered it's 70. We need to do a Godzilla 70 years.
Oh yeah,
Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It's 50 years.
Jesus,
you know what I mean?
Shit, it is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we need to do that. We need to do that as a Halloween special, I think.
Yeah.
Texas Chainsaw, because there's a lot of good Texas Chainsaw movies.
Yeah.
To be fair,
my is the original kind of run.
Yeah,
are all good.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. 1, 2, 3.
I'm
and
the
4.
original one, and after that, there's a drop off. Then.
Oh no, 2 is special.
2 superb. Like
2 is really special.
I struggle with comedy and horror mixed up.
And 2's got that.
Yeah, I always struggle with it. Like that's why I didn't like when I was listening the other day. I like the first Evil Dead, but not the remake with the budget. You know what I mean? I didn't like the comedy of it.
Well, there's some good Shaun of the Dead. You like not like Shaun of the Dead?
It's okay for me.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Tucker and Dale versus Evil.
Never watched it.
Oh, that's good.
Watch that. I might change your mind.
That might
so
be the
you
one
got any more?
Sorry?
You got any more?
So I watched very much not comedy horror, just straight up horror, but with an arty sort of take on it, which is Inner Violent Nature.
Oh yes,
I mentioned it earlier. Yeah.
I've not seen it.
Not seen it. Okay, so it's.
I do have it to watch.
It's almost impossible to give spoilers because there's not really any story, is there, to spoil?
Well, basically, what it is, it's a slasher film from the
slasher's point of view.
Complete point of view of the slasher.
Yeah, I would say it'd be like, imagine
like Dog Eat Dog, but that was a bit different.
Imagine Friday the 13th was a real thing that happened,
right?
And
we
went along and filmed it all, and we filmed everything so that when you got to edit, you've got everything there. And what they would cut out to make Friday the 13th as we know it, I think they've put that back in, haven't they?
Yeah.
So it's not
a lot of people said, it's a lot of walking around.
Yeah, which it is.
What it is, but it's shown that
that's what he's doing.
Yeah, but he's quick and he knows he's the lay of the land, so he can get places quicker than they can get places. So it's kind of showing you how slashers, killers.
Yeah,
it's sort of what they do in between.
It's what they do in between, and it kind of muffles out some of that inane chat. When the campers, they just.
Oh, do you want to go skinny dipping?
Yeah, that kind of back and forth. Yeah, there is. And it kind of, you kind of don't see that. You're seeing it from the.
Yeah,
and so the kills, you've got to admit, the kills are amazing.
The kills are very brutal, yeah. So if you like slashes for the gore, then you'll like the kills. And
Steve Kostansky was one of the special effects artists responsible for that as well.
It's just from the filming perspective, like from the camera's eye.
It was made for Peanuts as well.
Yeah, it's sort of, when you say it's like follows the killer around, it's really. It's the same, like Friday the 13th's happening over there. So he'll walk along and then he'll see, there's a girl over right in the distance, skinny dipping with her mate. And then he'll just walk into the water and go under the water. And then you just stay here on the bank. Yeah. And you see them die kind of in the distance, don't you?
Right. Well, no, and then it goes in and you see
it goes in then when it gets to the gore.
But that's pretty cool.
That's sort of interesting because all their teenage dramas happening over there.
Yeah.
And he's just at the edge looking, and then he goes, I'll go and kill them then.
And that's what I liked about it. And it is very Friday the 13th, You know what I mean?
What, round the camp sort of shit? And...
Yeah, and he tells it. I mean, it is what would Jason. This is what Jason
the
would
other
do.
bits, isn't it? Sort of the
Which is what I really loved about it. And I mean, there's a review up on the Facebook page.
How long is it?
90 minutes.
Is it? Yeah, it sounds perfect.
Normal length. But I think
it's a sweet spot, Daz.
Yeah, it's totally on the
I think it might be a device.
That's right on the G-spot, mate.
It might be a divisive film, I think.
It is very divisive
because it is a lot. It is literally a lot of walking around, you know.
I completely got it.
Yeah, I bought into it, definitely.
Yeah.
But I can see...
Well, I mean, I'm because I watched half an hour of it and couldn't get into it, so I'm on the other side, I suppose. But I do understand why it's good, because I think if you have more of a passion for slasher films, I can see, because it's doing it from a different angle. It was really interesting.
It feels like they've took like the really mainstream slasher film, giving it to somebody who's a bit more arty director. Because you know what I mean? A slasher film, it kind of is one, and somehow it isn't as well. Somehow, do you know what I mean? It's because of this unusual perspective.
Yeah, I like the MacGuffin as well, the locket.
Oh yeah,
yeah. So that kicked it all off.
That kicked it all off, and how the locket was the thing, and I'm not gonna give spoilers, but I really liked how it ended as well.
Yeah, so it did end. It had a proper ending.
It had a proper ending, and it wasn't.
So,
it wasn't your usual, big fight with the, it wasn't that usual.
Yeah, you're right. That's it.
And it was clever how they didn't.
It's tonally different from a slasher, isn't it? The tone's different.
It was clever how it ended, and it just. It was a dissection of the slasher film in a different way completely. Yeah. And
I think
we need to do it.
It's definitely worth a watch. One of them films where whether you're going to like it or not, it's worth a watch. I would say the same, to be fair, about Longlegs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Forget what you think it might be. It's worth your opinion, though. It's worth your eyeballs.
I'll watch both of them anyway.
Yeah, what about Daz then?
Right, well, I've got a couple. I watched Cass today. Because, like I've been saying, I've been into gritty like crime drama.
I don't know Cass. Sorry.
Cass is a football hooligan film.
Right. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
It's from Vertigo releasing. So these are the guys who did Rise
Football
of the Foot Soldier
Factory and all that.
I don't know if they did Football Factory. They might have, but they were definitely involved in the Rise of the Foot Soldier. But
it was at that time.
Yeah.
When it was all the football violence films.
The acting's not great in it, but it's a good story. What else did I watch?
It's kind of true.
It's based on a true story. You know what I mean? But Cass Pennant, he actually stars in a film for a scene. You know what I mean? So he's actually put his stamp on it. You know what I mean? But yeah, he's a big black lad. He was like the head of the ICF at one point. Who was the intercity firm.
All right.
Which you've probably heard of in.
But he's the big baddie football hooligan.
At the time.
At the time,
yeah.
That's it.
And it's quite a brutal
Carlisle
story.
had quite a reputation.
Oh, BCF, yeah.
We had the most famous football hooligan at one point.
Paul Dodd.
Yeah.
He
had the book out. Yeah.
You sound so proud, Wolf.
Carlisle hasn't given a lot.
You've got to get something, haven't you, out of this life?
I think we got the best football hooligan, and I think Wigton created the BNP, didn't they, or something like that.
Car's Table Biscuits.
Well, there we go. There's something positive that we've brought to the world, at least.
So I'll finish off then. I watched Demons 1 and 2 the other night.
Oh, brilliant.
Just because I came across them on Tubi America.
Is these the oldie?
85, 87.
Is one of them in a cinema?
One's in a cinema, one's in a tower block.
No, I've not seen them since they were out.
Do
they stack up well? Do they?
I mean, there's still the effects and everything look really good. And I mean, the second one's both of the soundtracks are fantastic. Second one's got the Smiths and all that.
About those effects.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
It's a conversation we've had a bit of about.
Carlisle Carlisle gets mentioned if you listen. It's the line with Carlisle getting mentioned in the
Panic on the Streets of Carlisle.
Yeah.
Dublin, Dundee, Humberside.
Something like that. That's it. And that's in the Demons film. And I was dead chuffed when I heard that. Because Carlisle got mentioned in the Demons film.
No, that's pretty awesome.
So it was like, oh, friggin' hell. And me being a fan. And 10 to Midnight.
Oh, Charles Bronson.
Charles Bronson slasher film. Which is fantastic.
Well,
You've
if
never
anyone
seen
listened to your radio show, Mo, they'd know about that, wouldn't they?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because that starts
Number one fan right now.
That starts the TV spot for the Bronson film 10 to Midnight starts my radio show,
Which is 10 to midnight.
which is on from 10 to midnight.
Oh, right, 10 to midnight. Ah, right, get you.
Yeah.
Words.
So, yeah, that's it. So,
Genius!
so I
Number
thought,
one fan.
the lights have come on. So I thought I'll have to do a review of 10 to Midnight from a radio show. So I watched that. Run, Hide, Fight.
Oh, yeah.
School shooting one, which is, if you've never seen
I
that,
don't know what that is.
that's
Well,
on
no,
that's on
you've got us
British
to watch that. It
TV.
was one of the
that.
first ones that we
I think
watched.
I've seen that.
Did you not watch that?
Did you not watch that?
Was that the one like
In the school.
like the
Die Hard in the School.
Yes, no, it was amazing.
Fantastic. I
I forgot
rewatched
what that
that.
was called.
Run, Hide, Fight.
Oh, I'd like to watch
It's
that
on
again.
Tubi.
I'd like to watch it again. Is it?
British Tubi.
Is it?
Yeah.
Right, I might watch that. Yeah, it's a
Um,
great film actually. Run, Hide,
Yeah.
Fight. I recommend it.
I've seen it.
Oh,
Yeah.
have you?
Bizarrely.
Oh,
yeah,
hey,
bizarre-
yeah, you've
apparently
seen
I've
the
seen
film.
one, yeah.
I rewatched The Batman
Oh, yeah.
with
Pats.
Rob Pats.
Is it 3 hours long?
3 hours long.
That's why I haven't watched it.
And do you know something? We went to the cinema to see it, didn't we? Was it
I
you?
fucking
Or was it you?
No,
Are you
it was
not a
me
fan
and
of
Ian
Batman?
and you,
No, I
and
love
Ian fell
Batman.
asleep.
Ian fell
Well,
I'm
asleep.
not a
Jess
fan
will
of
maybe
3
as
hour
well.
films.
Even if
we
it's
do it again.
Batman.
And yeah, watch The Batman again. It's all right film, and I like what it's kind of. It's trying to ground it a lot more.
Yeah.
Um,
In true cult cinema fashion, I loved that film.
Right? No, I
We
didn't
and
mind
PD
it.
were like
but
180, aren't we?
But it was just a bit too grunge. Batman, the grunge years, because it's just
It's dark, isn't it? The film
Nirvana
apparently?
plays right through the fucking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Right through the film, it's just Nirvana, and it's the way It's the grunge years, Batman the grunge years.
Well, I mean, I'm a massive grunge. Grunge is my era,
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
I
I'm
should
a
have liked
fan
it more than I did.
And
Did
then-
you like it, did you?
Not massively, no. I
Okay.
think I was slightly Batmaned out by the time I watched it, to be honest. I think
I'm looking forward to the Penguin TV show.
Certainly. You said it like Bernard Batch says it there. You said Penguin.
Oh, did I?
Yeah, and in the documentary thing, Benedict Cumberbatch always goes Penguin all the way through a documentary.
Well, I must
about
say it
Penguin.
the same as him then.
Yeah, I think
Penguin.
Penguin, yeah.
I can't say it. Penguin. I can't say it. Another.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
trying
it's
to
like-
Penguin.
How's he saying it? Or how do you
Penguin.
say
Well, you say Penguin, don't you? But Benedict Cumberbatch and PD say Penguin.
There we go. Bizarrely. And then obviously I've watched a load of Stephen Kostansky films. The Brilliant Manborg, which is on YouTube.
I've
if you
never,
want to
I'll
see
never
it.
have heard of these.
No.
Manborg sounds mad.
Well, The Void,
You know.
oh yeah, The Void, yeah.
which is superb.
Yeah.
And
Psycho
what were you going to
Gorman.
say about the inside thing on The Void? On The Void,
The what, sorry?
you were going to say something about The Void earlier on about the inside. Oh, I said we'll leave it till the podcast.
Yeah. No, we said we'd leave it for another podcast.
Oh, did he? Right.
And, plus I forgot. Yeah. Sorry,
Obviously,
that was an hour ago, PD. You expect to remember that far back?
Psycho Gorman
I
as
love
well,
that film.
which is,
I love
you know,
that film.
a
So
massive-
is that as crazy as it sounds?
yes,
Yeah.
Very
superb.
much so. Think Power Rangers.
And I watched Ghoulies 3, Ghoulies Go to College. Because I'd been watching, you know, obviously I was doing my research for the interview, and Kostansky we were talking about his new film, Frankie Frico, which you'll have heard in last week's interview, because this is coming out the week after. And I'd seen that he'd mentioned that it's very much like Ghoulies 3. So Ghoulies, I'm a fan of the Ghoulies films. I've got a Ghoulie somewhere in amongst all of this.
I've got a couple.
King Gang, Ghoulie. So I thought, I haven't watched Ghoulies 3 for a while, so I rewatched it. So if Frankie Frico's going to be like Ghoulies 3, I'm going to thoroughly enjoy it because it's a pure comic book horror film.
Cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's mad to me that somebody's referencing Ghoulies 3 as their sort of, you know,
Yeah.
yeah, it's just like
Inspiration. So that means I'm looking forward to that. And then we talked about Deathstalker because he's doing the new Deathstalker.
Yeah, that's interesting.
And we talked about Jim Wynorski as well, and he loves Jim.
Oh, cool.
Jim. So I said Jim was the first person we had on the show. You boys were sitting there. It was
Yeah,
great.
we were. Yeah, it was great.
And also, before I finish, go out and buy please go out and buy We Belong Dead issue 41 and 42, because I've got a massive 14-page piece on Godzilla.
14 pages.
14 pages.
It's all pictures. It's just little words underneath.
No, it's the most that anybody's got written in the whole magazine.
Awesome, man.
No, I know you've been doing this because you've been watching every Godzilla film.
Well, there's
made,
that as well. I forgot. I've watched
to contribute for this article.
Jesus. I've watched the first 15 Godzilla films.
Jesus.
And wrote about them for We Belong Dead's. You can get it on Amazon. Issue 41 and 42, and they're bringing out because it's that good. Not my article, the whole collection. It's all about Japanese cinema. Right. So you'd love it.
Oh yeah, that sounds good. That's up my
So
street.
you'd love it. They're bringing it out in a book.
Cool.
Right.
Oh, right, yeah, so a hardback book. Copy.
So I'm going to be in a book as well.
Awesome, man.
14 pages on the short era. And I mean, I think some of the reviews are pretty samey because obviously some of the Godzilla films are pretty samey.
So what is it? Basically, you've reviewed all the Godzilla films.
Every Godzilla film,
right?
Well, all 15 of the first from 1954 to 1975.
So all the Japanese ones.
All the Japanese ones.
And it's a list of chronological
order of their release,
and just like a sort of load of thumbnail reviews, kind of.
Not thumbnail, a bit more than that. There's about just under 10,000 words.
Okay, right.
I think it's been edited down, so it might be, maybe 6,000 or 7,000 words. Because I think he's edited it a bit down.
And it's over 2 issues, is it? 7 and 7?
No, mine are just in one issue.
Oh, okay.
Issue 42.
So why were you plugging 41 then?
Because they look great together when you put them back together. And I write for the magazine, and but both issues, it's a Japanese double bill.
Right, okay.
So if you
J-horror and Godzilla.
Well, no, because that's Japanese as well. Godzilla's Japanese.
Yeah.
But it's all one issue's like more the J-horror, and the second issue's more the kaiju stuff, the monsters.
The monsters, yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So, it's there's some excellent writers in there, including Mr. Hatcher.
Cool.
Stephen Hatcher.
Cool.
Eric, and I'm honoured to be involved, and I've got more pieces to come.
Cool.
But that's the biggest and hardest thing I've ever done.
So
said. You can get that. You can get them on Amazon, and the book's getting sorted soon. So
maybe put a link in the show notes, as they say.
Yeah, I will. I'll put a link to the magazine in when I put this out. And it's a superb magazine, anyways. Even if I'm not writing for it.
Do you have a little picture in there?
I will put a picture on the little video of the magazine.
That,
I've got to put a picture up on YouTube because I'm dead proud of it.
Oh yeah.
I'll take you a photo or a video. Picture.
Or when I put it up on Facebook, it'll just be. I'm not going to show all the because then what's the point of?
I thought you meant a photo of you. Sorry.
No.
I thought I meant a photo.
Of me.
Like
the
Stephen
writing.
King does on the back of his books.
No.
You know what I mean?
You don't want that?
No, I don't want any of that.
I would do a lovely portrait, PD.
Would you?
I know this is an audio only podcast, but he's a gorgeous man, isn't he?
I'm a hairy man.
To be honest, it looks like Kenny Loggins.
Yeah. Yeah, well, the
Kenny Rogers.
The three of us have got
Michael McDonald,
Chris Christopherson.
Yeah, I'll have them all. You know what I mean?
Young Santa.
Yeah, that's it. Young Santa. But no, it's been a great show.
Yeah,
we'll get off. We've done about an hour and a half, maybe longer. But it's been great crack.
About an hour and 40 minutes.
That's all right. You know what I mean? I think that's all right for a change. But yeah, no, it's been great crack. Thank you, everybody, for coming. So, as usual, I've been PD. That's been Worf.
See ya.
That's been Clive Tonge, director of Mara.
Yeah.
Go and watch it. I haven't plugged it yet, you see. Go and watch it. It's on Amazon. It's on Sky. Or buy the Blu-ray or DVD. Mara 2018. Olga Korylenko, Craig Conway, and what's the other guy you always say?
Javier Botet.
That's it.
Yeah. King of horror monsters. All right. Yeah. Bye. Thank you. Bye.
Yeah. And Daz.
Yeah, I don't have a film.
No. And me.
Follow that. Sorry, Daz. How do you follow that?
How do you follow that?
You should have done last.
Yeah, I mean, you put me down the bill.
Next time, you know what I mean?
I can't believe Daz stole my place.
Let's be honest, Clive's the draw. So yeah, thank you all for listening. Good night, God bless, and speak to you next week.